What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and today I'm partnering with Skylight to take a look at something that's completely changed how our family stays organized. This is the Skylight Calendar, and at first glance it might look like just another digital calendar, but once you start using it you realize it's really a command center for the entire household. Before this we were juggling everything: work meetings, school events, soccer practice, meal planning, and half the time something still slipped through the cracks. We've been living with the Skylight Calendar for the past few weeks and it's really made a huge difference. Let's go ahead and get started. Out of the box, the setup here was refreshingly simple. You get the display, a power adapter, a power cord, the stand, and the wall mount hardware. I started out putting mine on the countertop just to test it before mounting. Just plug it in, connect to Wi-Fi, and you're off and running. The touchscreen looks fantastic. It's bright, colorful, and easy to read even from across the kitchen, and you can easily sync calendars through the application with compatibility for Google, Apple, Outlook, Cozy, and a few others. Once linked, everything appears automatically, which was super impressive. When my wife and I add an event on our phone, it instantly shows up on the calendar. When I add something on the display, it syncs right back to our phones. For instance, here I added my son's wrestling practice Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, chose the family Google Calendar, and it instantly syncs across devices. It took about 10 minutes from taking this out of the box to having it fully functional. It's easy enough to set up and intuitive enough for anyone to quickly learn how to use it. After the first week, we honestly couldn't imagine not having this in the house. Every morning before school, the kids stop by, they check the day's events, whose turn it is to feed the dogs, and what's for dinner. Before Skylight, we thought we had everything pretty well organized. My wife and I both rely heavily on our phone calendars. I've got Google Calendar synced across everything, and she even keeps a handwritten planner in the laundry room. The kids even have reminders on their cell phones and tablets. But even with all those different devices, we still forgot things. We double booked, missed events, and realized too late that 2 events overlapped. And every single day, one of us would end up walking over to that old wall calendar just to double check what was actually happening. And that's where Skylight really shines. It's one central place everyone can see and trust. It's not buried in an app or hidden in a text thread. It's right there in the middle of the kitchen, showing the whole family schedule at a glance. Each family member has their own color-coded profile. Mine's green, my wife's is coral. The kids have their own colors, and even the dog has her own color. You can also filter by person to see just one schedule or the whole family at once. The schedule view is my personal favorite because it lays out the day hour by hour, so conflicts stand out immediately. It saved us from more than a few instances where we would have otherwise needed to be at 2 places at the same time. You also have the month, day, and week mode, and I find that the month mode is great for when I'm adding new things to the schedule, as I can instantly see what we have coming up big picture. And the display brightness here is totally adjustable. You can dim it down in the evenings or brighten it up during the day so that it fits perfectly in your space. It even has an auto brightness mode so that it can adapt to the light around it. Everything you do on the Skylight mobile app mirrors instantly on the calendar, which is one of my favorite things about this whole setup. If I'm out running errands and my wife updates dinner plans, I'll see it on my phone, and when I get home, it's already updated on the Skylight. Before, we actually had a dinner calendar that was on the refrigerator, which eventually just turned into a doodle pad. This is much easier and much more cohesive. The next part might be my favorite feature, and that's the task, chores, and routines. You can assign repeating routines or one-time chores to each family member. Think of routines as things that you're going to do every single day, like take out the trash, brush your teeth. A chore might be something that you do less often, like wash the dog or mow the lawn. Right now, my daughter's got cleaning the dishes and cleaning her room, while my son has taking out the trash and making his bed as daily routines. My son has take the trash cans to the road as a weekly chore, while all my kids have bring down the laundry as a weekly chore. This is something that they can also get behind, especially my 7-year-old. They check those tasks and chores off right on the touch screen, and there's a progress tracker so everyone sees what's done. It's cut down on the constant reminders. The calendar quietly keeps everyone accountable. And if you upgrade to the Calendar Plus, you unlock the reward system. Each task can earn stars, and the kids can cash them in for custom rewards, extra screen time, a later bedtime, or whatever works for you and your family. It turns responsibility into a game, and for once, chores are actually getting done without a fight. Beyond scheduling, Skylight brings the daily logistics together as well. The grocery list alone has been worth it. We add items from our phones throughout the week, and whoever's at the store just checks things off as they go. No more text chains like, "Did you get milk?" There's even an option to order through Instacart directly in the application. Meal planning is another big win. You can plan breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, add recipes, or jot quick notes like pizza night. With Calendar Plus, the Sidekick assistant can even import recipes from websites or emails, then automatically drop the ingredients into your grocery list, which is pretty awesome because green curry is one of my all-time favorites, but I wouldn't know where to begin when it comes to grabbing things at the grocery store otherwise. It's one of those features you don't realize you need until you try it. This also takes away the school lunch anxiety that my kids get. They love to be able to see what's coming up the next day so they know whether they want to pack their lunch or buy lunch at school, and we're able to keep track of that very easily on the calendar. Let's dive into Sidekick just a little bit more because this is where Skylight feels truly smart. If you get an email or a flyer with multiple events like a school or sports schedule, you can forward it straight to Skylight. Sidekick's magic import reads it, adds every event to the calendar, and even keeps the details attached. You can also just say what you need, like add dentist appointment for Tuesday at 10 a.m., and it's there instantly. Add a dentist appointment at 10 a.m. on next Tuesday. Between magic import and a voice input, you spend less time typing and more time actually keeping up with life. Skylight backs all of this with a 4-month money-back guarantee, 24/7 support, and ongoing software updates driven by user feedback, so it's not one of those gadgets that goes stale after a year. It actually keeps getting better. For our family, it's taking something that used to be stressful, coordinating 5 different lives, and made it effortless and even fun at times. Now, instead of asking what's happening today, we just glance over at the calendar and everyone's on the same page. At this point, the Skylight Calendar has become part of our daily rhythm, tracking events, chores, meals, and everything in between. If your family's juggling schedules like ours, this might just be the one upgrade that actually gives you peace of mind. Skylight Calendar is the all-in-one smart calendar designed for modern family life. To try it yourself, visit the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. Again, big thanks to Skylight for sponsoring today's video, and as always, thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.